The 2010 All-Star Game being presented by Kia Motors as we welcome you back to Arlington, Texas. On to the second quarter. The head coach of the West, George Karl, his fourth time. He's been an All-Star coach. The last time was 1998. Head coach of the Seattle Sonics at the time, and his Nuggets at 35-18 do have the second best record in the West, behind the Los Angeles Lakers. Phil Jackson coached the West last year's game, not eligible for the honor this season.
You know, George Karl not sure what to do with himself with this elevated floor. Normally he leans against the scorer's table. He's standing over there. He's got his foot up. I mean, normally we see him laying up against that scorer's table. He doesn't know what to do over there. There are a number, Doug, as you can relate to, coaching decisions to make with this type of elevated court. Here's Randolph on the follow.
He's such an excellent offensive rebounder down low.
And they get it down in a hurry for Wallace. Gerald Wallace of the Charlotte Bobcats, first-time All-Star, who leads the NBA in minutes played, 42 minutes a game. Here's Durant. And on the back tap, Wade handles it. Carmelo Anthony's the high man of the game with 13. Steve Nash has 5 assists. Darren Williams with the strip. Dwight Howard with 11 points. Oh, Darren Williams with the stuff. Off the steal, back comes Williams. He has a 3-on-2, goes left to Durant.
Boy, Darren Williams is fun to watch play. He's got that Utah Jazz team playing so well.
Let's go. Utah on a roll. They've won 9 of the last 10, and for Darren, it's his first All-Star selection. Grew up in Dallas, as you mentioned earlier, Doug. Star at the Colony High School. Durant beginning to heat it up. He has 6 points.
You know, he missed his first 2 jump shots, and all of a sudden you get that dunk, and you know how that works, Reggie. All of a sudden you get that feeling of that ball going in the basket, and look out for him. He can throw up big points in a hurry.
David Lee is on the floor for the first time for the East. There is Lee. David Lee named to the squad when Allen Iverson dropped out. Here's Phillips. Lee with the back tap. That's his specialty. 2-on-1. Wade to the rim. David Lee now was scheduled to be in Houston for a wedding. As part of a wedding party, had purchased a new tuxedo. Randolph wide open. Was ready to go. He said his friend is getting married. That would be the groom. Understood and said, I can't be mad at you for this.
You mean they would not postpone it for David Lee making his first All-Star game in the historic Cowboy Stadium? They wouldn't, like, move the wedding?
Nope.
What kind of friend is that?
It's not the mentality they were looking for. It's Dwayne Wade now with 6 points. So the basket counts and a foul. Gasol with 6.
How about Pau Gasol? The last 3 games without Kobe Bryant throwing up huge numbers. And more importantly, it's allowed Kobe Bryant to rest. You go to Portland, they lost 9 straight there. No Kobe, 9 minutes of Bynum. You win by 17. You come home, you beat the San Antonio Spurs. Then you go on the road and win at Utah, who had won 9 straight going into that game. So a big finish by the Lakers without Kobe Bryant.
Nice move by Bosch. Chris Bosch of the Toronto Raptors. Darren Williams wasting no time getting back down court.
I like the pace of the West. Darren Williams.
Gasol with the steal. Phillips with the lead. And Darren Williams again.
Darren Williams is home. He wanted to play here badly in front of his hometown, and he is off to a brilliant start.
Wade to the rim. The West up by 2. 3.5 gone by in the third. Marv Albert with Doug Collins, Reggie Miller, David Aldridge, Craig Sager worked the sideline. Bosch trying to go behind the back.
Yeah, he shouldn't try and do that.
Williams for Gasol. Second assist for Darren Williams along with the 6 points. pass intended for Lee. So a timeout with 7:47 remaining in this first half. Here is Dwayne Wade going right by Kevin Durant. 8.6 assists for Wade with the score, the West 51, the East 47. We head to break and take a look at what it takes to be an all-star, presented by Gatorade. Back at Cowboy Stadium in Arlington, Texas. We're getting ready for a special presentation as we return to public address announcer Mark Follower.
Ladies and gentlemen, for a special NBA Cares message from the Los Angeles Lakers, please welcome the president of the NBA Players Association, Derek Fisher.
Great players in history of our game, but an opportunity for us as players to give back to the community in a meaningful and lasting way. I am joined here on stage by some great kids from the Boys and Girls Club of Arlington. Please give them a special hand. The people of Dallas and North Texas have been wonderful hosts, and it has been an honor for so many current and former NBA and WNBA players to be out in the community with you, rolling up our sleeves and making a true difference. Tens of thousands of kids and families will be impacted by our NBA Cares efforts. And with new places for them to live, learn, and play, we know that the true legacy of our game is measured not by the points we score, but by the lives we touch. On behalf of all the players in the NBA, thank you for being here, and thank you for your support.
Ladies and gentlemen, Derek Fisher.
Derek Fisher, one of the premier clutch players in recent years as a member of the Los Angeles Lakers and president of the Players Association, which is obviously very much in the news these days. There's Kobe Bryant, backcourt partner for Derek. Couple of substitutions. Al Horford of the Atlanta Hawks checks in, along with Derrick Rose of the Chicago Bulls. In the Bulls' last game Wednesday night against Orlando, Derek sidelined over the first couple of minutes by a bruised right hip.
And he got that bruised hip by going in there trying to finish against Dwight Howard, getting knocked to the floor. Didn't come back. Orlando went on to win handily before losing the next night in Cleveland.
So Rose and Wade in the backcourt with Wallace, Lee, and Horford up front. Nice pass, and David Lee is able to put it down. David Lee, the first Knick to play in an All-Star game since back in 2001, when Allen Houston and Latrell Sprewell made it. Lee making it despite that Knick record of 19 and 32, and that's a tie-up. Good play by Horford. Substitution for the West, Chris Keenan of the Lakers coming on for Pau Gasol.
And a sighting here, a defensive stop here by Al Horford, tying up Kevin Durant on the drive. Who says there's not any defense played during All-Star games?
Reg, when you look around there, you're Al Horford, you go, wait a second, you know, I'm on this team because I play good defense and rebound for Atlanta. I'm not going to get out of my role here just because I'm an All-Star.
Here's Rose, nice move, Derrick Rose. First overall pick of the draft back in 2008. Rookie of the Year honors the first. Once again, Darren Williams involved. Durant with 8 points. The West up by 2. And Wade is tied.
Well, Coach, I want to put you on the spot here. You're John Calipari. You've got Derrick Rose. You've got John Wall, and you've got Tyreke Evans.
Well, I think you could walk into a lot of kids' homes as a point guard and say, hey, how would you like to come play in Kentucky?